The year is 1803. The brief pause between conflicts comes to an end as tensions rise once again across the world. Empires prepare for war, alliances shift, and decisive actions begin to reshape the balance of power. At the same time, political reforms, territorial changes, and scientific progress continue to transform societies. 1803 emerges as a year of renewed confrontation, one that sets the stage for events that will define an era. In this video, we'll explore the key events of 1803 and their lasting impact on world history. January 1st. The first edition of Alexandre Balthazar, Laurent Grimaud de la Reynière's Almanach des Gourmands, the first guide to restaurant cooking, is published in Paris. January 4th. William Symington demonstrates his Charlotte Dundas, the first practical steamboat, in Scotland. January 30th. Monroe and Livingston sail for Paris to discuss and possibly buy New Orleans. They end up completing the Louisiana Purchase. February 19th. An act of mediation issued by Napoleon Bonaparte establishes the Swiss Confederation to replace the Helvetic Republic. Under the terms of the act, Graubünden, St. Gallen, Thurgau, the Ticino, and Vaud become Swiss cantons. Ohio is admitted as the 17th U.S. state. February 20th. Candian Wars. Candy, Ceylon is taken by a British detachment. February 21st. Edward Despard and 6 others are hanged and beheaded for plotting to assassinate King George III of the United Kingdom and to destroy the Bank of England. February 24th. Marbury versus Madison. The Supreme Court of the United States establishes the principle of judicial review. February 25th. A major redistribution of territorial sovereignty within the Holy Roman Empire is enacted, via an act known as the Reichsdeputationshauptschluss. March 9th. Aargau becomes a Swiss canton. March to April. The Frank Germinal is introduced in France. April 5th. Ludwig van Beethoven puts on a big Academy concert at the Theater an der Wien in Vienna, consisting of the premieres of his Second Symphony, Third Piano Concerto, and his oratorio Christ on the Mount of Olives. April 26th. The L'Aigle meteorite falls in Normandy, causing a shift in scientific opinion on the origin of meteorites. April 30. The Louisiana Purchase is made from France by the United States. May, First Consul of France, Citizen Bonaparte, begins making preparations to invade England. May 18th. The Napoleonic Wars begin when the United Kingdom declares war on France, after France refuses to withdraw from Dutch territory. May 19th. Master Malati, a Coptic Christian leader, is beheaded by a Muslim mob in Cairo, Egypt. June 7th. Indiana Territory Governor and future U.S. President William Henry Harrison signs treaties at Fort Wayne with representatives of the Delaware, Shawnee, Pottawatomie, Miami, Kickapoo, Eel River, Wea, Piankashaw, and Kaskaskia Indian tribes. The U.S. Senate ratifies the treaties on November 25th. June 14th. Napoleon Bonaparte orders the establishment of 5 military camps to defend the coast of France, located at Bayonne, Ghent, Saint-Omer, Compiègne, Saint-Malo, and one in the occupied Netherlands at Utrecht. Each one has 20,000 infantry and 2,000 cavalry to defend it. July 4th. The Louisiana Purchase is announced to the American people. July 5th. The Convention of Artlenburg leads to the French occupation of Hanover, which had been ruled by the British king. July 23rd. Robert Emmet's uprising in Ireland begins. July 26th. The wagonway between Wandsworth and Croydon is opened, being the first public railway line in England. August 3. The British begin the Second Anglo-Maratha War against the Scindia dynasty of Gwalior. August 31st. The Lewis and Clark expedition begins as Lewis and a crew of 11 depart on the Ohio River. September 6. John Dalton, British scientist, begins using symbols to represent the atoms of different elements. September 11th, Second Anglo-Maratha War, Battle of Delhi. British troops under General Lake defeat the Marathas of Scindia's army under General Louis Bourquin. September 20th, Irish rebel Robert Emmet is executed. September 23rd, Second Anglo-Maratha War, Battle of Assaye. British-led troops defeat Maratha forces. October 14th, Orissa, an area of India along the Bay of Bengal that comprises the modern-day Indian state of Odisha, is occupied by the British under the British East India Company after the Second Anglo-Maratha War. The Maratha Empire formally cedes the area in the Treaty of Deogayon, signed on December 17th. October 20th. The Senate ratifies the Louisiana Purchase Treaty, doubling the size of the United States. November 18th. Haitian Revolution, Battle of Vertières. The Haitian army, led by Jean-Jacques Dessalines, defeats the French army sent by Napoleon. November 30. The Balmis expedition starts in Spain, with the aim of vaccinating millions against smallpox in Spanish America and the Philippines. At the Cabildo in New Orleans, Spanish representatives Governor Manuel de Salcedo and the Marqués de Casa Calvo officially transfer Louisiana, New Spain, to French Representative Prefect Pierre Clément de Laussatte. Barely 3 weeks later, France transfers the same land to the United States. December 9th. The proposed 12th Amendment to the United States Constitution, requiring that electoral ballots distinctly list the choice for president and the choice for vice president, is approved by Congress for submission to the states for ratification. Passed in the wake of the problems in the 1800 presidential election, the amendment is ratified by 13 of the 17 states and is proclaimed in effect on September 25, 1804. December 20th. The Louisiana Purchase is completed as the French prefect, de Laussatte, formally transfers ownership of land between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains to the United States, by way of commissioners, William C. Claiborne and James Wilkinson. Claiborne is appointed as the area's first American governor. Date unknown. Major breakthroughs in chemistry occur with the identification of the elements rhodium and palladium by William Hyde Wollaston, osmium and iridium by Smithson-Tennant, and carium by Wilhelm Heisinger, Jöns Jakob Berzelius, and Martin Heinrich Klaproth. As 1803 comes to a close, it becomes clear that this year marked a turning point. Decisions made and battles fought during this time would echo far beyond their immediate context, influencing the course of the 19th century. The events of 1803 remind us that history often accelerates after moments of calm, driven by ambition, fear, and the struggle for power. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more history content.